So last time, our heroes were tracking down a cow, and the last thing y'all did was massacre a poor, helpless, noble family, so you had somewhere to sleep. Yeah. So who actually sleeps in that house? So you two could go to an inn. It would cost you. Yeah. So I think they closed the door and locked y'all out, actually, but it's 5 gold to stay at the inn. So if that's what y'all are gonna do, that's fine. How about you, Cass? Better? Okay, hang on. Let me adjust my page. Better? Yeah, it's 5 gold each. Okay. So, Deo, Cass. Hmm. So, Cass, Deo, when y'all get there in the morning, they're just enjoying their breakfast inside the house. And as y'all approach, so for Cass and Deo, as y'all approach, you see a young child who you recognize as being the one that Zerg ruthlessly threw out of the home, surrounded by guards and approaching. Uh, I mean, so y'all see this, right? You don't have to interact if you don't want to. The little girl's crying, and she's really sad, and she's pointing at the house and explaining to the guards what happened. Okay, so there's a knock on the door. Zerg and Sithari. There's a knock on the door. We know where you are. Open up. What do you do? What? Say that again? Sweets? Can y'all hear me? All right, hang on. Let me disconnect and make it. Hang on. Okay, here we go. So what did you say? He knocked. Hello? Um, do you want me to open this? What? You've got to be kidding. Yeah, there'll be a window out here. Okay, give me a roll. Okay. Yes. The rich people have walls between their places. That is yet to be determined. So there's no one looking for him, which means that has to be higher than their passive perception. While he's doing that, a Hope, I guess, answers, and she's like, "I'm sorry, this is our home. Could you please leave?" And the guard says, "I don't think so, lady. We got that kid out here, and we know that y'all murdered him." So, what do y'all do? Zerg, you're climbing up? Yes. Yeah, so the ridge is there. Okay. Hope turns to Sithari and says, "I don't want to die because your friend murdered people." Okay. Um, Fuck. Okay, I have a plan. And she goes over to the dead body and she puts her hands in the blood and kind of like rubs it on her face and her clothes a little bit. Well, not her clothes, but her arms and, exposed skin. It's nice new clothes. And she says, "Lay down, play dead." And I'm going to need a performance roll if you're going to do that. Um, I guess it depends on how smart they are. So she opens the door and she uh, pushes through it and she hugs the guard and says, "Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you for saving me." And the guard is surprised, and he stands there for a moment with this girl hanging on him, and then he says, let's see how convincing she is. Let's see how smart he is. So he seems to buy it. He's a little confused and says, "What happened?" And she says, "These awful men, they dragged me from my home and they brought me here and they murdered those poor people." And he says, "Well, where did they go?" Uh, and she says, I managed to take out the terrifying snake man, but the other one slipped out the window and I don't know where he went." So now the guards are going to spread out to start looking for Zerg. What do you do? One of them's going to go into the house and check out Zathari. Well, so your performance was good enough for a... Well, let's actually see. Yep. So he walks in and like hovers over you for a moment, Zathari, and then he jabs you in the stomach with the butt of his axe. Only the butt, which makes you yelp, so he knows you're not dead. And yeah, no, now I think we have to roll initiative. Yeah, I want everyone to go ahead and roll initiative. No. Yeah, maybe. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, you've got control over Deo, so I don't know why you wouldn't be able to use your... Let me see. Yeah, you should be able to. You should be able to affect him. Here we go. How about now? Did you up your health, by the way? I I want to know if you increased to a level 3 health. Okay, so Sathari goes. Oh, I have to add hope. Sathari goes first. I mean, she has a turn. Nope, not yet. Ascending order. Nope, descending order. Yeah, okay, Sathari is first. Okay. Okay. Well, both of those will hit. So we will go ahead and roll me some damage. So what's your modifier? Uh, wait, 1d6 plus 3, so 4, 5, 7, and 7 and 4. Gotcha. That'll kill him. Hang on. I'll put him back. Just I couldn't get to the button. All right, killed him. Woohoo! Is that your turn? Deo? You can see exactly what you can see on your screen. She does not have popcorn. Kirk! Okay, give me a performance roll. Okay, next is Hope. And she looks around and she dashes back into Cithari and says, "Calm down. You don't have to kill these people, please." And I think she's gonna try and bar the door. Uh, yeah, so that's what she does. She's attempting to bar the way, so that you don't murder people. Cass. Okay, take it from your inventory. Zerg, they are looking for you, but they haven't seemed to have found you yet. Okay, give me, I guess, an acrobatics for the jump and landing without hurting yourself. Yeah, I understand, but if you're 12 feet in the air and a guy's moving around, like you want to not hurt yourself while you do it. Okay, so give me a D4 for the fall damage to the bad guy. Very nice. And then give me your roll for your attack. Yep, okay. My God. Yeah, he's dead. No, no, it's only a crit if your attack roll was a critical, and that's only if it's a natural 20 before the modifier. Oh, yeah, 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 that's right, because he hasn't moved yet. Yeah, yeah, he's toast. Mm-hmm, sure. Uh, and I'm gonna say that uses 15 feet of your movement because of getting off the roof into the ground. So you've got 15 feet of movement left if you want to use it. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be able to climb up to 10 feet. Yeah, you can climb back up, but you'll have to roll for it. Usually it's an acrobatics or a strength for climbing. Yep, no problem. Alright, now it's the guard's turn. And since you did not use an action to hide, they know where you are. So the first one climbs up, and he's going to attack you. Uh, what is your AC? 16. Yeah, so he misses. Yeah, so he misses. The next one also climbs up. And he made it up. No, that's not the hit, that's the climb. Yeah, let me turn off the advantage. I don't like when it does that. And he's going to attack you. He is a critical fail, and as he tries to... Oh, but you know what? Y'all are currently flanked, which means he can roll with advantage. Yeah, that hits you. And he does 1d6 plus 1. So he does 6 damage. Okay, so that's 2 of them. This guy comes over here and starts trying to pull Hope out of the way. She's like standing in the doorway. She's trying to keep you from getting to them and them from getting to you. Which I think is not going to work out super well for her. Let me find her on my thing. Okay, so strength contest, right? So he handily yanks her out of the way and throws her to the ground. And she'll take 2 damage. Hang on. There, now y'all can see her bar, right? And then he approaches to the door and enters. Next guy follows with him, so... and sees the murdered people and is not pleased, and he is going to attack Sathari. That hits. That's gonna hit. He does 2 damage. This guy is also gonna enter the house. Actually, I think he's gonna tower over Hope, and he's gonna, because she's prone, he's gonna leap on top of her and hold her down. Better to keep her contained. The other guy, though, he's going to... 5, 6. Okay, so he's going to go in and he's going to attack Sathari. And misses. Alright, next is Sathari. Okay. That's a crit. So what's your damage on your scimitar? So that's 9, and roll a d6. That'll kill him. The first attack will kill him. Yeah, first attack kills him. He's down. Is that your turn? Mm-hmm. Okay, Deo. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Is that your turn? Okay. Hope is going to try and get up, but she's going to roll to get out of this grapple. Because she was prone, I'm going to give her disadvantage. And he is able to hold her down. So she's actually struggling against this guy, and he's like on top of her and holding her down, and she cannot get up. That is going to be her turn. She can't do anything else. I think while she's doing that, she's like, "No, please, I didn't do anything." Which makes it Cass's turn. Okay, performance roll. Uh, you trip a little bit, and the little girl who has been kind of tear-faced this whole time because it's her parents in there that are dead, she giggles. Yeah, one of your ribs falls out. You gotta have to put that back in. Is that your turn? Zerk? I mean, he's gonna resist you pushing him, like pushing is an act. You can push him, but that's an act. And I will remind you that I believe it's 1d6 per every 10 feet for fall damage, or is it 1d10? But either way, he's only gonna fall 10 feet. Okay? Give me an attack roll. Oh, this is what, the fourth crit you've gotten? Yeah, he's dead. Mhm. You're going to take an opportunity attack when you do that. Probably a good call because he would have hit. That's 3. Yeah, you use your bonus action to disengage. Okay, so that would require, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll let you down, but you're going to use up the rest of your movement to get down safely. Yeah, because you can jump to the diagonal. That's fine. Okay. Next is the guards. The one that was on top, he climbs down. And it moves to the corner, and he is going to attack you, Zerg. I'm going to give you partial cover because of the corner in the way. No, because he climbed down safely. It's almost like he didn't want to get hurt. So he rolled a 22. Partial cover is only going to give you a +1 to your AC, so that will hit. And he does 1d6 + 1. He does 4 damage. That's his turn. This guy is going to attack Sithari. And miss. The other guy is going to attack Sithari and hit. And he does 7 damage. The one on top of Hope is going to place the blade of his axe against her throat, and and yell at everyone to stop right now or I'll kill her. What do you do? It's Sithari's turn, but I mean, y'all can verbally react. Okay, I guess give me a strength contest to get past the guy. Alright, so you push past him. I'll let you kind of push him to the side a little bit. So now you're out. What are you doing now? Well, okay, so it's kind of an action, but like you weren't actually trying to push him, right? You were just trying to get past him. So I mean, I'll let you kind of still have a bonus action left, minor action. Okay. Okay, you're going to take disadvantage if you want to do it without him causing her additional harm. Oh, fuck. No, dude, that's a critical fail. Um, no, Sithari, roll me damage. It is +3. Okay, so your blade slides past the guy as he kind of dodges a little to the side, and it is going to make contact with poor Hope. Um, in addition, he puts some weight on that blade while he does it, and she's going to take four an extra 4 damage from his weapon. Uh, no. He knows you were trying. No, I mistyped it. He knows you were trying to rescue her. She does, however, yelp in pain when, your blade stabs her. Uh, yeah, okay. Deo? He can only see 3. He can only see 3. Plus, there's this guy here, which y'all seem to have forgotten. Yeah, he seems to be protecting the kid. Uh, okay, so he looks at you and says, "Yeah, I can't believe they murdered these poor people in their sleep, threw the kid out on the road." Okay, uh, it's Hope's turn. And she is scared. She's scared, and she's hurting a little bit and not super pleased about what's going on right now. And she is going to, let's see. She is going to attempt to push off of this guy because there's not a whole lot else she can do right now that's super helpful. So that's a strength contest. She's not very strong. I mean, he's still got his blade to her throat, and you just hit her, like, so, he's able to keep her in place. And now she's just like, please, I didn't do anything wrong. She's really, I mean, she's scared. She's scared. Which makes it Cass's turn. Okay. Uh, okay, so then the guard turns and looks at Cass at this exchange and says, "You're with them!" Uh, give me a deception. Give me a deception. Oh. And then well, she an 11? Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, it's Zerk's turn. You'll find out what happens on his. It's Zerk's turn. 6. You can't go 7. Oh, Lord. Are you sure? Okay, congratulations. You murdered the child. Yeah, she's a child, and defenseless. Um, so you've murdered this poor child. I mean, and she screams and cries pitifully like a little child when you do this to her, poor thing. Um, you can dash, disengage, or hide. Hmm. How? You're out of movement and you just murdered this child. You're standing right here. Explain to me how you're going to hide. This house is going to be too tall for you to get the extra movement you need. Well, yeah, you can, but okay, this house is 20 feet tall and you don't have the space left to climb that high. As a, in addition to that, as a player, you don't actually have a climb speed, so you have to do a check to climb. All right, so it's the guard's turn. Um, fuck. Okay, so this guy gets 6. One, two, three. He only moved 6. This guy's only moved 3. And he is going to attack you. He is enraged, so I am going to give him 2 attacks. So first misses. Hit. Does 2 damage. 2 damage. These ones are going to run past Sathari. You may attack them if you want to. Now, you only get 1 opportunity attack. So this guy, 1, 2. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, just 1. Yeah, that'll hit. And that was a you're not at disadvantage here, right? So that was actually a crit. It was a crit, so you actually do 12 plus the 3. So that'll actually kill him. Which leaves our friend here. He is going to take a step back, pulling Hope with him, so he's using her as a shield. And he is also going to cause her some damage while he's doing it. Give him advantage on the attack to her. 17 will hit. And she's going to take 3 damage. Yeah, I mean, he's like dragging her by the blade at her neck. Poor thing. Um, and yeah, he's going to pull her back a few more steps, and that is going to be his turn. So now it's up to you, Sathari. How? Well, so here's the deal. Right now, if he's terrified of you, which he should be, the likelihood that you're going to intimidate him enough that he will actually drop the only piece of leverage he has is pretty slim. Yeah, I mean, you can, yeah, go for it. Yeah, combat is about, the rules of combat are about how we control who goes when. It doesn't limit what you can do, just how you can do it. Um, uh, okay, okay. Yeah, that's an intimidation. Go for it. Give me a roll. So he's gonna yell back at you and says, "Let me leave with her, and I'll let her go when I'm safe." No, you totally spent your turn intimidating. I mean, it could have done it, you know. Use some movement still. Okay, Deo. Literally, this entire thing happened because you guys didn't want to spend 5 gold at the tavern. Why spend 5 gold on a tavern when you could spend an hour fighting guards? Oh, that's nice of you. Are you are you gonna move it all, or is that it? I think so. Okay, so you're doing it to Zerg. So Zerg will gain a D6 inspiration die. So once within the next 10 minutes, you can roll a D6 and add that number to your ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Hope is still trying to get out. And she is complete. I mean, look, she's not strong, which shouldn't be a surprise given how she's been mistreated. Uh, yeah, I know she's just like, please stop. She doesn't know how this happened to her. Cass, it's your turn. Zerg? Okay. And an ability check. Let's see if you can do it. Yeah, or strength. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. That's gonna miss. That's all. But use that D6. So you can say, oh, I failed that roll. Let me roll a D6 and add it to that, and maybe I'll succeed now. Yeah, that's gonna be just enough to hit. So roll damage. Okay. That would be your turn. Which means it's the guard's turn. Okay. Let me think. This guy, well, unfortunately for you, their spears are actually ranged. So they can throw them. Nope, not at disadvantage, but they are disarming themselves if they do that. So So the one that you attacked does manage to hit with it. And he does 5 damage. Um, that is going to disarm him, though. Um, that one is also going to attack you. That will miss. And he is also disarmed. This guy, though, he's looking around and kind of taking stock of how this is going and looking at the kid for a second. And he decides to run. Cass, you have an opportunity if you would like to hit him. Deo, you have an opportunity if you want to hit him. He stumbles a little bit while he's running, and he's going to use his action to dash. Um, this guy, he's determined that, in the very least, the Snake Man cares about this tiefling thing. Um, oh yeah. So he's gonna keep pushing the pressure on because he thinks if he gets her close enough to death, you might actually stop fighting. He'll get advantage. Four to her. Um, okay, so now it's Sathari's turn. Uh, so, that's not going to hit the guard's AC. I mean, the snake tries. It leaps forward and attempts to bite this man, but it is unable to do so. That being said, yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, the Sui attempts to bait the man for you. I'm gonna say that commanding him to do that was a bonus action. Okay, that will hit. Well, what? But hang on. You got to roll at disadvantage because he's still holding her. Okay, so you had a six. Okay, hang on. You had a 16 and a 12, and then a 19 and a 24. So if we're going by order of the dice, that means you had one miss and one hit, and the critical fail didn't actually happen. So give me damage for one of them. Okay? Damn. I mean, literally the only thing Sathari has done in this fight is play dead and attempt to protect Hope. I mean, she did too. Go ahead and give me a persuade. It's a high DC. That's all I'm telling you. Okay, so the guard believes that you have some kind of power, based on your description, but he says, "Raise them, and then I will leave, leaving you unharmed." They're not. He doesn't. You got to see it first, you know. So is that it? So I will give you advantage on your persuasion. Mm-hmm. Kirk! Unfortunately, that it's not gonna do it. Okay, so that leaves us with Hope. I mean, she literally has attempted to escape every turn. Hey, hey, she might make it out this time. Hey! Okay, she escaped. And she's really excited to be free. She is going to step away, which does get an attack of opportunity, but she's not staying near this guy. There's no way she's staying near him. He misses anyways. She's gonna duck around the corner to hide. And she is going to cast. She's going to cast Healing Word on herself. Yeah, she did really well. That is her turn. Cass, it's your turn. Hmm. You're going to spend your channel divinity now to murder the rest of them? Are, are you? She wants to use her once a day bomb. Hmm. Well, actually, she gets to choose her targets. So you're doing it then, or okay? Honey, let me find it. Hang on. For the record, I do think this is a humongous waste. Okay, as an action, you present your holy symbol and magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw and take radiant damage equal to 2d10 cleric level on a failed saving throw and half as much on a success. What's your spell save DC? Yeah, you don't know. Okay, 13. So they're all going to roll and they have to beat a 13. Now, who are you letting this hit? Well, no. Are you hitting Zerg with it? All right, so that one saves. That one saves. Okay, so they all saved, which means they all take half damage. So give me the 2d10 plus 3 that you're doing. Okay, so that's going to do half damage, which is enough to kill the one that was holding Hope hostage. So that's something. So you murdered two of them. Sorry, I'm trying to get the button to... Okay, so there's one guard left. Oh, did you... Oh, no, you couldn't have hit him. Okay, yeah, one guard left, plus the guy who's running away. Zerg, it's your turn. Just this one. He took some damage. He's not looking too great. He's looking better than Zerg. Okay. Okay. Oh, that just barely hits. Roll damage. Well, lucky for you, that is just enough to do it. Uh, okay. The last turn after that is the guards, and it's the other guy, and he's gonna keep running. Okay, so we can drop out of initiative. I feel like Hope would come back around the corner and she would approach Sathari and heal him. What is your hit die? Then it'll be 5, yeah. Okay, so Sathari, she gives you 7 health. Okay, so she actually moves over to the child and, gets on her knees and actually kind of cries a little bit over the poor dead girl. Uh, sure. Okay, so I think you're maybe pushing the limits of what a minor illusion can do. Okay, so like I said before, last time, minor illusion does not create fluid images, right? It can create a sound or an image of an object. That doesn't mean it can flicker and move. So, like, it's, you can, well, it takes you one action to cast this, so that's 6 seconds. Okay. I should also remind you that minor illusion has somatic components, so she can see you casting it. Okay. 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 Oh my God. Why? And do what? Uh, okay. Hmm. Do you want to? You can ask someone to heal you. Okay. Hmm. Uh, so Cass, you are actually remember you had located the vicinity of the cow, and it's actually off in this direction. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna drag y'all on. Give me a sec. Okay, don't let it get too confusing, but like just pretend that the scene rotated 180 degrees, so y'all are coming from the left. Okay, so the cow is within this estate, you're pretty sure. It has a large, 20-foot tall stone wall and an imposing metal gate. The wall is impossibly smooth. It will not be possible for you to simply climb it. What do you do? No, 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 hang on. Now? No, that's my bad. I need to update your token. Okay, so that should fix it. Okay, so what do y'all do? hang on. Where did you go? Get back here. Okay, you can't go through the damn wall. The gate is locked. Okay, you can give me a perception check. You can also move left and right to kind of get a look around. There are a lot of plants. hmm Yeah, any of y'all can who would. Oh, good call. You can actually move Suey through the gate. Actually, yes, he can. He has snake speech. Okay, so give me again another Okay, so Sathari, give me a perception. Um, but actually, you're going to be doing it with your snake. So you're going to open up Sui's control. So open up Sui's sheet, and then if you go to character sheet, you can click Wisdom. 12. You need to turn the disadvantage advantage off. Okay, so Sui does get a look around. Um, his vision is kind of limited. Um, but he kind of just gets a little bit of a peek, and he um, does see one person, and then
Osama
he
bin
comes back
Gadam
to
said
tell you
sui
what he
sui
saw.
sui sui sui.
And through a series of hisses, essentially communicates lots of plants, um, magic user, and spider. Uh, Hope will actually. No, he doesn't understand. He only understands Sathari because he has this special ability. Hope will actually sit down on the ground next to the snake. And she will cast Speak with Animals. And the beast is able to give her the information she wants, which specifically includes information about nearby locations and monsters, including what they can perceive or have perceived in the past day. So it tells her that there are lots of plants, that there is a magic user, and a spider. And it seems to communicate that it's a big house and that it is not happy about the plants. Plants. Um, it also tells her there's a spider watching. It's a tiny spider. It's like, just a spider. Okay, so the magic users, which means Cass and Deo, would know that you can have a familiar as a magic user sometimes, and like spider is a form that one of them often takes. It happily eats the ration. I feel like Hope would tell you that there's a familiar for the mage. Okay, everyone is somebody's kid, okay? It's already done. At this point, we just need to get the freaking cow and get it somewhere safe. Yes. Give me a dexterity throw. Dexterity, give me your dex throw. Congratulations, you threw dirt at her face. She kind of recoils a little bit, closing her eyes like, and yeah. She's like, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying that there are more important things right now than fighting over it. You know that that was fake god milk, right? And you're not a fucking cook. Oh, okay, I'll keep that in mind next time I decide I want to listen to a rampant child moron. Not not even 100 feet away from the scene of your crime. So she tries to open the gate, and it is locked. Could you unlock this? You have thieves' tools. They work on locks. I'm kind of sad that you actually did hit the DC on that. The gate opens. A young woman approaches you. Um, The group, she is dressed very nicely. Her hands are slightly aglow, and she stops 15 feet away and says, "Who are you, and how dare you enter here uninvited?" Yeah, she's a human. You're a trespasser. Yeah, so yeah, to her response is, "You're a trespasser, and I demand you leave or explain your presence." Yes, you have it, right? And it's prepared? She actually looks at you and she moves very, very close, like gets her face within inches of you, of yours, and says, "What are you? How are you moving?" And she reaches over and like grabs your hand and moves it up and down, like very confused. Uh-huh. Give me a performance roll at advantage. Well, thankfully she's already impressed with you, so that did it. She's like, "Wow, how did you? Who gave you life? Did you die? What happened? Did you cross the river? What? Tell me more. You, you, you. Okay, come on." And she grabs your hand and starts to pull you with her. And then she stops and looks at the other guys, in particular Zerg, who is covered in blood, and says, "Don't touch anything." And then goes back with Cass to pull her into the house. Um, okay, Cass, she takes you into a library. She takes you into a library and starts digging through books and like poking at you and asking you questions. I'm gonna stick with the group for a minute and then we'll come back to you. Okay, so what do you guys do now that she's commanded that you not touch anything and disappeared? All is quiet. I think Hope would go over to the fountain and clean off the blood that she has on her, and also attempt to clean it off of Sithari. Okay, so what Zerk, what are you doing? you're going to be much more effective using the water from the fountain. Okay, so you're clean now. Anything else? Or are y'all just going to hang out and wait? Look, get inside. I will cast an alarm that'll tell us if they approach, okay? I'm sure that your blessed abilities will be just fine. Guys, stop. Wonderful. Let's roll for initiative. Um, Hi, go ahead and also roll for me. It is an awakened shrub. Okay, so I broke my turn order. Let me pull that back up. It won't let me pull up my thing to reorganize it. Just do it manually. Okay, so first, I'm actually going to give the shrub a surprise round. So the bush that Zerg broke a branch off of turns and immediately slashes its branches down his side for a critical hit. Honey, could you do something about that? And he's going to do 4 plus. So he's going to do 4 damage. That was his surprise round. Now it's the actual round, and it's going to attack you again. It looks like he missed this time. And then his friend is going to step over and do the same thing. It will miss. This one's going to move closer, and it will attack. Okay. So that one did 4 damage to Zerg. This one's gonna come over and attack him. Um, um, this one is going to attack. What's your AC, sir? 15. Okay, so that one will hit you. He will do 3 damage. Um, so they aren't. No one else can get close enough to hit you, but you guys are effectively surrounded. And that is the shrub's turn. Zerg, are you almost dead again? Okay, so it is Hope's turn. Oh my god. Um, um, hang on. Okay, so she, closes her eyes and she throws a pinch of red dust into the air and casts a spell. Um, a very nice spell. And so she is going to take her opportunity to commune with nature, and she reveals to you all these 3 facts. Okay? The trees will also attack if provoked. And they're a good deal more difficult than the bushes. That the that the spider observes what's happening and is communicating with its master, and that if you prove that you are not harmful, they might leave you alone. And in her own way, I mean, she's not exactly armed, right? But um, she drops anything she's holding and puts her hands kind of out to express her lack of intent to harm. And that is her turn. Sathari? Okay. Deo? Okay. Zerg? Okay. So Cass. So this woman brings you in, and she's kind of like poking at you and like pulls a rib off and kind of caresses it and sprays some stuff on it. It glows a little, and then she puts it back, and she's just like, "You are fascinating." So tell me, how did you die? Wow, that's amazing. I wonder what foul creature summoned you. Do you feel pain? That's, she pauses for a second and kind of tilts her head. Says, I told them not to touch anything. Should, should I intervene? I'll think about it. So why did you come here? Oh, I have. Mm-hmm. I do. No. What's your business with it? Okay, give me a persuasion. She doesn't look like she buys it. She's like, I'm going to ask you once not to lie to me. What do you want with the cow? How much are you paying? How much is she paying you? I will give you 800 gold to leave here and tell your friends that the cow is not here. Very well, I'll have the plants bring him in. So now it's the plants' turn. And they do not attack. Instead, they kind of push around everyone's feet and like bunch up by Deo and like kind of push you forward while another one leads the way. Are you gonna follow the plants? After a moment, the spider hops off the tree and it skitters over and it takes over the job of leading you. And the branch, okay. So they all just kind of chill out. So yeah, no, they aren't attacking anymore, so we can actually drop initiative. Woohoo! Nobody died. Yeah, no, that could have gotten really bad. Okay, so they arrange themselves outside the door. Okay, so Deo, you're brought in. Spider continues into the main room. Um, the noble mage actually pulls Cass out here. All right, converse. I told you not to touch anything. Hmm? Well, I had intended it to be 800 for you, but since you insist on bringing this one in, I will give each of you 500. By the way, Zerg, Hope heals you for 8 health. 8? Okay, sorry. I mean, she kind her shoulders are super tense and she kind of backs away. Okay, so back inside, the noble offers each of you 500 instead of just 800 to Cass. So she casts detect magic, and she looks at you and says, "You have no magic within you." I will give you, like your friend, one chance. Do not lie to me. Does Deo believe it? Okay. Says that's interesting that you would believe something when it's clearly proven false. Okay, I did not wake up those bushes. That was the dryad. Are you taking the money or not? I'm saying that that cow is under my protection. That's not what I said. 800 each to take your friends and go. This is your last chance. What, do you think I would give you each 800 gold to just walk away and pretend it didn't exist? No, you need to take them with you. So can your services be bought or not? You prepare spells as part of a long rest. Okay, yeah, also she could see it. We're gonna step outside for a second. While y'all are talking, Hope moves around the side of the house, and the bushes don't do anything, right? They just stay guarding the front door. So she finds a side door which she attempts to open, but is not able to, because it's got a lock on it. Says, so do you? Are we breaking in or are we leaving? What are we doing? Now, I know it's hard to see, but there is actually a balcony above Sithari and Hope right now. Um, okay, so there's actually, let me see, there is a balcony here above y'all. So when she can't open the door, she comes out to the side and says, "Give me a boost up." No, you can just boost her. You lift her up, and then she freezes, like you could feel her whole body tense. And she says, "Put me down, put me down, put me down." And she ducks underneath the balcony. Says, "That is a really huge fucking spider." Um, well, I mean, you're not sure, right? Because she immediately got away from it, but it's nothing. Nothing is poking out over it, over the edge. So there's that. So you fiddle with the lock for 6 seconds, and nothing has happened yet. Okay. So the giant spider leans over the balcony, and it is freaking huge. And its little pincers kind of click at you. You hear the click sound of its mandibles, and it just hangs there watching. I think it's just protecting the house. I hope. Let's just let's just go um sit by the fountain and wait and not touch anything. Okay, so after a moment, the spider does disappear from view again. Okay, so cast Deo. It is a noble woman. Her hands slightly glow. You can tell she has some magical power. So last time when y'all met Hope, Deo attempted to convince her that he was also part of her cult. And she was like, "There's no fucking cult. What are you talking about?" And he was like, "No." Uh-huh. So yeah, he's doubling down on that. I guess he's convinced himself it's real. So, so the noblewoman, she says, "No, this has gone far enough. Take my money and go, or don't, and face the consequences." That depends entirely on how y'all behave. And I am telling you that you may not have the cow. I'm sorry. Mother Haggle? Oh, I've heard of her. You have no idea what you're dealing with. No, I don't think I will. You need to leave, though. No, I don't think so. I gave you many chances. Get out. Okay, so, um, she casts suggestion. So she's going to attempt to influence you. And you can make a wisdom saving throw against her DC. Okay, so you did actually save, but you will understand that she has attempted to cast a spell on you. So what she says when she casts this, right? What she's suggesting you do is this cow is nothing to you. Leave it in peace, and I will protect it for the rest of its days. Now go and prevent those people from harming it. Hmm. She's not intimidated. She turns to Cass expectantly. No. Heed my warning. Just to be clear, you've broken into my home. I have graciously allowed you further entrance. I have offered you money to leave, probably more than Mother Haggle would ever pay you. And your response is to threaten me. Is that correct? I gave you plenty of opportunities. Now get out and you will leave with your life. I suppose we will. And she will allow y'all to leave. She'll let you out the door. I mean, they can walk past the plants. From here, it's how whatever y'all do. Um, does anyone have fireball? Um, yes. That's not what'll happen. Her face is very serious. Do you not wonder how a woman that old wields such power that so many fear her influence? I don't know. At this point, I mean, if we force our way in and get this cow out of here, then what do we do? Take it to Mother Haggle? We don't want that. We, by the same token, have no idea what this person's intentions are. And they clearly have knowledge of what's going on. She will simply she will simply send more adventurers to do it for her. Wait, Are you suggesting that we admit failure, have her send other people out to do the job, murder them, and then take credit? I mean, in the very least, I suppose it would at least reveal their defenses. Mother Haggle doesn't care for how long it takes. She just wants shit done. This is the same cow. This this cow has started to manifest its powers. It will not sit by. I'm saying, y'all are welcome to make a perception check to look for it. Perception. You caught nothing. Uh, are you sure are you going to do anything else to the tree? Bearing in mind that Hope has already identified that those are living? That's a good call. Tickle it. Uh, it kind of flails its branches. Same response. Let's maybe go somewhere safe and get some rest. And plan what we're doing. So she Hope will poke her head out, and there are indeed a bunch of guards over there. And she pulls Sithari, she pulls you back, and she says, "Give me 30 seconds, and I'll pull them away, okay?" Just meet me outside of town, okay? And she casts a spell. She casts invisibility and disappears. So you see her disappear from view. And then she actually is going to sneak off to the other side of the guards. And then she dismisses the spell and makes her presence known. The guard, one of the guards, says, "She was one of them!" And then she dashes off, and they all chase after her. Uh, and I think we're going to leave it there with you guys sneaking off to safety while the tiefling attempts to save you all. No, you can give it to her. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, cool. We're going to leave it there. I mean, y'all saw what she looks like. Okay. Yeah, thanks for playing. Cool. We'll see you in 2 weeks then.